A good indicator of how a man is going to treat you is his relationships with his exes. If you want to know how things are going to go with you, for the most part, look at how he talks about his exes. Look at the relationships he's had in his past. If he calls his exes crazy, if he has a slew of tumultuous relationships and the ex was always the crazy one, if he has a bunch of kids by multiple women, or he might trick you into believing that he loves his kids, but he's never around his kids. If for some reason his ex reaches out to you to try to tell you the lowdown on him, I do not recommend you reaching out to the new woman. A lot of you guys have convinced yourself that you're doing it to save the other woman, but you're actually doing it because you still have a tie to the relationship and you have not moved the fuck on, because even if you do talk to her, she's not going to listen to you because she needs to learn her own lessons just like you did. Don't get blocked. But if that ex reaches out to you and she tells you, hey, this dude is no good, he, mistreated me, blah, 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 and then you write her off as crazy, girl. I have heard someone say this before. Behind every crazy woman is a man who made her that way. Meaning, he tortured that woman. He abused her emotionally, physically. He cheated on her. He deemed himself untrustworthy. If a man used to be a player, I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. It is hard for us to change ourselves. Think of all the diets you promised yourself you were going to stay committed to. All the exercise programs you promised yourself you were going to stay committed to. And I'm not talking about the exception to the rule people who you made a promise to do something and you did it. For the most part, it's hard for us to change and to remain committed to a new way of living and being. So you're telling me that you've spent your life wreaking havoc in the lives of other women, and you've met me and you're magically a new person? I'm not buying it for a second. You've met me and you're being whoever you think I will be attracted to, so you can hook me in and treat me worse than you did your last people. Do I believe that a guy can be a complete asshole and miraculously change one day? Sure, anything is possible. But I'm not willing to take a chance on that situation. If you catch wind that this person has a toxic relationship, he mistreated someone, I think you're smart to just take that as a clue to not continue on. Proceed with caution if you must. But rarely in my 40 years on this earth have I heard of a situation where this guy was a complete asshole in his past and he miraculously changed and didn't treat the new person like trash too. We as women always think we're going to be different, right? We always think we're going to be the one exception to the rule. We always think that this could never be us, that could never be us. We always think that our man could never do what that man is doing to that woman. Our man is different. We're different. You are an extraordinary woman. You are unique. I will agree with that. But these men seek out to just ruin women's lives for sport, for sheer fun. And even if you have someone amazing, I have seen amazing couples break up or get divorced because that man cheated. Everything was fine. Boom. He cheated. He came under some stress at work and decided to take it out on her. What I need people to realize is that, sure, you might not have a man that's a fucking asshole, but all of us, you and I included, are one bad decision away from ruining our life and somebody else's. Just remember that. You might be going on the straight and narrow now, but anything could happen to turn that around, even if that's not consistently who you are. Anyone is capable of anything, okay? I once heard someone say, and this has always stuck to me, and those of you who have been supporting my content for a while know, always have a healthy level of distrust in everyone. Your kids, your spouse, your parents, your best friend. That doesn't necessarily go around being weird and suspicious of everyone, but to not be surprised when people fuck up. Don't put anything past anyone, because even the person in your life who you think loves you the most will sell your soul for a corn chip under the right circumstances. So if he has a horrible track record when it comes to dating, relationships, marriage, fatherhood, whatever the case may be, go ahead and take that as a clue that that's how he's going to act with you, and then some. Proceed with caution if you must, but you've been warned.